This is for Algebra 1. This is Multiplying Polynomials, Day 2, when you're dealing with binomials. A binomial, remember, is two terms. So this is a binomial and this is a binomial. When you are multiplying binomials, you're still going to distribute, but you have to distribute twice. You're going to take your x and multiply it by everything in the second set of parentheses. Then you're going to take your 2 and multiply it by everything in the second set of parentheses. So this is going to become x times x minus 3 and 2 times x minus 3. We won't be writing this part of it, so don't worry about that. But it's going to become x times x plus x times negative 3. 2 times x, 2 times negative 3, which gives us x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6. This is the same thing as what we did in the last lesson, except now you need to realize that the two terms in the middle are like terms and need to be combined. So your x squared comes down. Negative 3x plus 2x gives you negative 1x, and the minus 6 comes down, and that's your answer. This is often referred to as FOIL. When you're multiplying two binomials, you'll use the distributive property. So FOIL and distributing are basically the same thing, and they're both going to be using multiplication. FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, last. If you have x minus 2 and x plus 3, this is a first and this is a first. This is an outer, this is an outer. This is an inside, this is an inside, and then this is a last and this is a last. It's just as easy to think of it as distributing each thing. So, on this one, your first would be 3x times 2x. Your outer would be 3x times 7. Your inner would be negative 5 times 2x, and your last would be negative 5 times 7. 3x times 2x gives you 6x squared. 3x times 7 is 21x. Negative 5 times 2x is negative 10x. And negative 5 times 7 is negative 35. Don't forget the 2 in the middle should always combine. 6x squared, 21 minus 10 is going to be plus 11x minus 35. On the next example here, the first one is going to be x times 2x. The outside is going to be x times 5. The inside is going to be 4 times 2x. And then the last is going to be 4 times 5. So you get 2x squared, you get 5x, you get 8x, and you get 20. Don't forget the 2 in the middle should combine. So your answer is 2x squared plus 13x plus 20. Okay, so looking at your notes, you're going to take your x and you're going to distribute it. X times x is x squared. X times 12 is plus 12x. Now you take your 20 and distribute it. Remember, when you distribute, you're multiplying. 20 times x is plus 20x. 20 times 12 is plus 240. The 2 in the middle should always combine. X squared, 12 plus 20 is plus 32x. Bring down your plus 240. Make sure you put either a plus or a minus between every term. Number 2, you're going to distribute your x. X times x is x squared. X times 3 is plus 3x. Now distribute your negative 5. Negative 5 times x is minus 5x. Negative 5 times 3 is minus 15. 2 in the middle should combine. X squared, 3 minus 5 is negative 2, so minus 2x. Bring down your minus 15. Okay, when it writes x minus 4 quantity squared, you got to stop and think about what it means. And it does not mean to just square each thing in the parentheses. Remember, if we had 3 squared, that would mean 3 times 3. We multiply it by itself. So x minus 4 quantity squared actually means x minus 4 times x minus 4, you actually write it 2 times. And then you distribute like what we've been doing. X times x is x squared. X times negative 4 is minus 4x. Negative 4 times x is minus 4x. And negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Make sure and put that plus since it was positive. 2 terms in the middle will combine. X squared, negative 4 minus 4. That's how you would put it in your calculator. Negative 4 minus 4 gives you negative 8. So minus 8x plus 16. X minus 2 times x plus 2. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is plus 2x. Negative 2 times x is minus 2x. Negative 2 times 2 is minus 4. 2 in the middle should combine, so x squared, positive 2 minus 2 are going to cancel each other out. 2 minus 2 is 0, so it's just gone. When it cancels and it's gone, it's 0 like that, there will not be x in the problem. So bring down your minus 4. And x squared minus 4 is your answer. Thing that's different about this next one is that there are 3 terms in the second set of parentheses. You just got to take your x here times 3 different things. X times x squared is x to the third, because when you're multiplying you add your exponents. X times negative 5x is minus 5x squared. X times 4 is plus 4x. Now you got to distribute your 2. 2 times x squared is plus 2x squared. 2 times negative 5x is minus 10x. 2 times 4 is plus 8. Bring down your x to the third. These two are going to combine and give you minus 3x squared. These will combine and give you minus 6x. Bring down your plus 8. And this is your answer. So on a problem like this, you're going to take your 2x times your 3x and your 2x times your 1. 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times 1 is plus 2x. Negative 3 times 3x is minus 9x. And negative 3 times 1 is minus 3. 2 in the middle are going to combine, give you 6x squared minus 7x minus 3. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is plus 4x. 2 times x is plus 2x. 2 times 4 is plus 8. Bring down your x squared. The 2 in the middle combine and give you plus 6x. Bring down your plus 8. A times a is a squared. A times negative 1 is minus a. 1 times a is plus a. 1 times negative 1 is minus 1. 2 in the middle combine, bring down your a squared. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0, so they cancel each other out. There will not be an a. Bring down your minus 1. 5a times 6a is 30a squared. 5a times negative 1 is minus 5a. Negative 2 times 6a is minus 12a. And negative 2 times negative 1 is plus 2. 2 in the middle combine. 30a squared minus 17a plus 2 is your answer. Okay, we can use FOIL or distribution to find the area, and this is more the way they're going to present it to you on the end of course. They want the area of the pink region. So what you have to do is find the area of the whole thing minus the area of the tan part. Remember, the area is equal to length times width when it's a rectangle. So for the whole thing, it's 3x plus 1 times 2x plus 5. And for the small one, it's x plus 2 and x. So over here on the large part, 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times 5 is plus 15x. 1 times 2x is plus 2x, and 1 times 5 is plus 5. Combine these and you get 6x squared plus 17x plus 5. Over here, this is what we did in the last lesson, and they're tricking you because I put the x at the back. You're going to do a backwards distribution, and you get x squared plus 2x. So what I told you is that you're going to have to take the big one minus the small one. So it becomes 6x squared plus 17x plus 5 minus, now since there's more than one thing here, you got to put it in parentheses, x squared plus 2x. So 6x squared minus x squared gives you 5x squared. 17x minus 2x gives you 15x. And then the plus 5 has nothing to combine with, so we just bring it along. And your final answer is 5x squared plus 15x plus 5. On B, we have a square. So for this one, it would be x plus 8 times x plus 8 for your big one, and then it would be x times x for your small one. So x squared plus 8x plus 8x plus 64, which is x squared plus 16x plus 64. And on this one, x times x is x squared. So you're going to have to say minus x squared. X squared minus x squared cancels out and leaves you 16x plus 64. Okay, so if you have your notes completely filled out and no questions, you're ready to start your assignment.